Welcome to another segment here at LU Life Church. This is your global spiritual community portal, your transformational soul clinic, and church without walls, where fresh thought, life words. Let's start our segment with a deep, very deep, grateful breath to reset our thoughts and feelings. After three, let's breathe in very deeply for four, hold for four, and then we'll exhale for four. So here we go. One, two, three. In deep, hold, and let go. Wow. Can you not just feel your brain and heart telling you thank you? Bless you. Welcome to LU Life Church. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're a seasoned visitor, welcome. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe today. We appreciate you. We welcome you to be part of this amazing journey here at LU Life Church, where all life is respected, valued, and appreciated, and prayed for. Yes, we do pray for all our subscribers. Every day, we see you as our members, and we wish the very best for each of your day. That blessings will come your way in every breath. Let's dive into another unusual topic. As you can see in your screen, it says this meaning wow. Topic then, we, us, me, you, and I'll add a few more pronouns here like he and she, him and her, they, them, my, myself, yourself, and all of this at the core, I. You see, think about it. And I'm going to say them again. And see if you could find yourself, or where do you find yourself amongst this? We, us. Me, myself. You, yourself. Us. He, she, him, her, they, them, themselves, myself, yourself, mine, yours. All at the core, I. And what's significant about this? Significant to note is that we, us, etc., are all at the core one of the pure, magnificent source of all life, present, past, life, future, life as I. You see the significance and beauty and deliciousness. Oh my God, it's truth. Is that I remain regardless of the change and decay, demise, I, changeless darling I, remains. You and me and all the other pronouns we choose will change. For us, change is inevitable. And that means decay, it might mean demise, it might even means death. To everything and anything and everyone, anything else, but not I. How amazing then is this one realization that at the core, I, the amazing eternal entity, ever living source, I, we call God or life, it doesn't really matter because the truth is, and truth to be told, what matters is that you and me know and recognize I, conscious of I, the good, the only right in this universe, this power, the source, the strength, the goodness, the source of God. Because at the very core of our reason and purpose for yours and mine existence, survival and living, the I genie. And on your realization, the genie is really pronounced us. This is the being, I and I. Now Moses gave us an explanation when he gave his word to the King Pharaoh, who at the time, and I'm getting into this so we can come into some scriptural context. Pharaoh had taken Moses' people captive, and he had a conversation with God. Did you know that it is okay and even recommended that you have a conversation with God? The more regular, the better, honestly. So, when Pharaoh asked him, Who told you? Who told you to tell me, this great Pharaoh, to let these people go? And Moses said, I am that I am, referring to his earlier conversation he had with God. Now, as I said, the more regular the conversation you have, and I would say it's best listening, because the more we listen is the more we will understand God. We'll understand about life. We'll understand the universe. We'll understand ourselves, and we'll understand others better. So back to Moses. In Moses' conversation within himself, did you notice what I said? In Moses' conversation within himself, because that is where God is, yeah? Life is inside, living you on your breath. Prana breath, we call it. And he heard this revelation in his question, because he had to ask a question from God, because God had said, Go and tell this Pharaoh. But in his prayer, he was praying, and he heard that. Go and tell the Pharaoh to let my people go. Oh my God. Are you joking? He thought to himself. Am I to tell this tyrant, the great Pharaoh, to let all his slaves go? You must be mad. And of course, you was mad. He was right. You were mad. But I spoke out. Say I am I, which means, and when I, Moses asked again within himself, he said, which I? Because he heard, I am I. So which I should I go and tell him? And he heard within himself, I that I am. Yusuf Pharaoh at long had this revelation of power. The one thing that he, Pharaoh, didn't have is that he couldn't create life. He could certainly have, to some degree, some control, because he would determine when people's life would end and how their life would be, whether they suffer or whether they had favor. And so he had called himself a God who couldn't create life. And in that way, he knew that the source of his own existence was temporary, even though he was powerful and glorious as he was. That the thing that he called I, the real source, that no flesh could ever claim to be I. Yet he recognized that the I is all within him. And this infuriated him, that he couldn't say from his flesh that I am I. And so he lived his life plagued, wondering how could me become I and I me. But in all his magician and majestic sorcery, he found that I remain I, always right, never aging, and he was aging, even though he called himself a god. Even though he said that I am me, he was still aging. He realized I am I. And so he remained, knowing that there was something about the I that was always good, always pleasant, never needing a worship, but was always, always, always I, good, right, pleasant, and acceptable. It's funny, it's only recently I learned that the word pleasant and acceptable is synonymous. What does this mean for us today? What is in all this that we can take away? We can take away, to begin with, that we try to live from the core of our being, not by what we see on TV, not by just what comes up in our mind from the collective consciousness, but to live from the core of our being, knowing that at the core of our being is I, that I is good, right, pleasant, always aware of your source, the I, and from this place live and move and have your being, so that you can say, I am. And whatever follows when you say I am is good, right, and pleasant. And this will only happen, when you first acknowledge. You have to acknowledge that it's so. You have to believe that it's so. And you have to say that it's so. When you speak it out loud, your brain hear it. And so repeat it and repeat it until it become your very life's mantra. I that I am is my life. The life that lives me now is the very life of God. Those are powerful, life changing, life creating words. And yes, it is true, that the I am I is God's life and is your life. Play this back until you get it, until you really get it. Because getting it will save you. Honestly, it really, really will save you from problems. It will save you from sickness, from depths, from fear, from punishment and judgment and penalties and hate and pain. And in fact, I will go as far as to say and confirm that it will actually free you. Amen. I'm the Reverend Dr Dawnecia Palmer here at LULC Church, your global spiritual community portal. To donate a thank you love gift, you could go to the PayPal link in the description box below or directly to the PayPal website, making your love gift out to lulifechurch at gmail.com. Please subscribe today. Subscribe today. And if you have never subscribed before, do it today. Please, please, please share. Leave a thumbs up or a comment or your prayer request. Thank you for listening today. Love you and have a wonderful day.